Good evening, everyone. Tonight we go directly to the front in the war, where the region of Truth has been under attack for some time now, and the danger has heightened that Truth may not survive the onslaught of assaults it is suffering. We go now to the front lines, where our foreign correspondent Barbie Blunt and military affairs expert Candor are standing by.
Good evening, Rachel. We just heard the air raid sirens, so we may be bombarded any minute. Truth has experienced relentless shelling all day, and the entire area around it has been under siege. Reports of casualties...
Sorry to interrupt, Barbie, but we have incoming. It's a dog whistle. Dog whistles are especially deadly because they can fool almost anyone's radar. Only those evil enough to possess and use similar munition systems can clearly identify them.
Oh, that had to have been a lethal strike. We've been blitzed by dog whistles lately, and blasts from this stealth weaponry have been devastating. Recently, U.S. Congressperson Marjorie Taylor Greene opened fire on Truth with a dog whistle, tweeting that the 3 GOP senators who voted to confirm the nomination of Ketanji Brown Jackson were pro-pedophile. This was an egregious call to attack aimed at QAnon cultists who, without evidence, assert that Democrats are a front for sex trafficking, stealing babies, and drinking their blood, and pedophilia. Dog whistling is an insanely foul form of explosive ordnance that has long been a part of Republican signaling, and these offenses leave thousands, perhaps even millions of victims in their wake.
Yes, Barbie. The casualties from this kind of stealth munition are indiscriminate and strike at civilian targets with such damaging effects that their use has been called a crime against humanity.
We saw dog whistles like the soft on crime one, the soft on child pornography one, and the she's overly qualified but I won't vote to confirm her because she's a black woman one throughout KBJ's Senate Judiciary hearings. And the wounded and fatalities from these hostilities are still mounting. Tragically, these targeted the validity of the Supreme Court, the judicial nominating process, the U.S. Senate, and the integrity of those serving in government generally, causing widespread death of trust and credulity in all those areas.
More incoming! Watch out! This one's a gaslight! Oh, these are terribly destructive. Gaslight weapons deploy deception and manipulation ordnance to destabilize and disorient public opinion on political issues. Look, we can see gaslight raining down on the entire area. And remember, Truth has been under siege from the pandemic recovery, shipping and supply issues, and the general destruction and hollowing out of the U.S. government that occurred while Trump was in office. The 2022 GOP gaslight invasion is especially gruesome for an already suffering population. Barbie.
Yes, Kent. This particular incursion on Truth insinuates that the president and his party are failing Americans because gas prices have been rising. But the price of gas is determined mainly by corporate greed, and after that, distribution, cost of refining, and things over which the president has no control. Big oil profits are at their highest level in 7 years, and they're using those for stock buybacks while they rake it in and raise prices at the pump. Millions of innocent victims are suffering not only from these multinational oligarchs' grip on vital resources, but also from the gaslight bombs the Republicans are throwing, which are creating so much division and distortion that Truth and the people who dwell here may not survive. Uh-oh, we have sirens again. What's that? It looks like a tank.
That's a multi-method truth destroyer, Barbie. That assault vehicle can wreak havoc by firing in all directions. It can simultaneously deny, distract, change the subject, project white lies, and bend the truth. And see that gun firing towards the front? That's a devious, outright lying cannon.
I saw one of those take aim and shatter Truth's core just a couple days ago. Republican Lisa McClain launched an airstrike on the citizenry with an explosive lie that Trump was the one who took down Osama bin Laden. Tens of thousands were maimed by the wounds from the slithering tongue shrapnel.
And the truth may never recover from when the GOP discharged a nuclear Megatron treachery cruise missile striking at the hearts of Americans and causing untold injury, insisting that the January 6th insurrection was legitimate political discourse. Everyone in the path of that offense took damage, nearly demolishing democracy.
It sounds like we need to take cover soon, Kent. So we'll sign off for now with you, Rachel.
Well, thank you both for this courageous reporting. I'm sure you two will continue to update us as the story develops. But in the meantime, please stay safe. And that's our report from the Assault on Truth. We will bring you more updates as they come in, so watch this space.